Bloody Bay shooting and Mongrace burglary, and administrative stability for Tobago's school maxi operators. Good evening. I am Nicole Williams-Wilson, and you're locked into Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 9th June 2026. Now to our top story. As the nation continues to reel over the brutal murder of 12-year-old primary school student Mercedes Lane in South Trinidad, her autopsy results add another grim layer. It confirmed that the Erin RC school student died from severe blunt force injuries. Here's more from Joel Green George.
An oil company worker discovered the child's partially nude body Sunday morning near an Erin well. Investigators recovered a broken bottle, clothing, and food items at the scene. Mercedes' grandfather had placed her in a vehicle for transport to Los Iros, but she never arrived. Police found that vehicle abandoned in Palo Seco on Sunday and have since detained a 26-year-old man. The national president of the National Parent Teachers Association is now calling for immediate upgraded protection measures for the nation's vulnerable youth.
National Parent Teachers Association calls upon the TTPS and all relevant stakeholders to strengthen proactive measures aimed at preventing such tragedies, and that while bringing perpetrators to justice is essential, of significantly greater emphasis and importance should be crime prevention, community policing, intelligence gathering, and protection of our vulnerable children.
As the homicide investigation intensifies, the public response is shifting from grief to anger. Data shows Trinidad and Tobago continues to grapple with a surge in violent crimes against minors, triggering nationwide calls for systemic overhauls in security protocols and local child protection legislation. Stewart reminds the public of child rights under the UN Charter.
Our children do not deserve this. They deserve to grow, learn, and travel within communities feeling safe, protected, and secured.
The Region 3 Homicide Bureau is leading the ongoing investigation. Joel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Law enforcement officials in Tobago are dealing with two distinct criminal incidents across the island. Investigating officers have confirmed updates on a police-involved shooting in Bloody Bay alongside a targeted break-in at a Mount Grace restaurant and bar. A police officer remains in custody today following a shooting incident in Bloody Bay that left a local man hospitalized. According to official police reports, the officer discharged his weapon during an altercation, shooting a man identified as Ose Murray in the stomach. Emergency medical services responded to the scene and rushed Murray to the hospital, where he is currently receiving treatment. The specific circumstances that triggered the confrontation remained unclear. Meanwhile, Scarborough police are hunting for suspects after a weekend burglary at the Wagon-Wheeled restaurant and bar in Mongrace. The intruders forced open a western window between Friday evening and Saturday afternoon, escaping with a 32-inch TCL television valued at $1,800 and an assortment of alcohol of an undetermined value. Relief has arrived for school maxi-taxi operators in Tobago, as all outstanding payments from the Tobago House of Assembly and the PTSC have officially been settled. Furthermore, a new administrative restructuring is underway to prevent future payment delays for the school transport program. Tobago Updates reporter AMPLIA Balgobin brings us the detail on this major update.
There is a positive turn of events for school transportation concessionaires on the island, as the long-standing issue regarding late stipends has reached a resolution. President of the Maxi Taxi Association, Cloyd Williams, has confirmed that the financial backlog has finally been cleared.
In respect to our late payments and they are working on it, they'll be dealing with PTSC direct. They are hoping to have all the drivers sign a contract and have a memorandum of understanding with the PTSC, right? So they will continue to run the program while education monitor the system, all right, which will eliminate the short payments and late payments and so on.
Under this proposed memorandum of understanding, the PTSC will directly oversee operations and contract management, while the Division of Education steps back into a monitoring role, a move intended to streamline the entire system for drivers. Williams noted that all drivers have been paid their outstanding funds.
Yes, we were paid all the payment. They didn't owe us anything. So everything is on par. For the last few months, all the monies that the THA or PTS owes us, we were paid. We are paid.
With financial accounts cleared and a new contractual framework on the horizon, stakeholders are optimistic that this administrative shift will bring permanent stability to the school transit system. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
Up next, construction resumes on Goodwood Pavilion project.
From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates. On the screen, there we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big stage, shine to the road line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Island love, trimming all around you. Picking love, turn for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art.
Sun Up Tobago presents Solara. Celebrating the 9th edition of your favorite party in the East, where style and good vibes meet. Get ready for the food-inclusive cool experience you love. This July 4th, we return to the East, bringing you the perfect blend of mouth-watering food flavors, premium vibes, and unforgettable energy.
One thing more than fear understood. When good girl.
Grab your cooler, hold your crew, and escape to Tobago's ultimate vibe. Join us at 4 p.m. at the Deltec compound in Argyle. Get your tickets now at Waterhole Bar and Pablo Supermarket Argyle, Barcode, Scarborough, EcoSpot, Dudley Park, Lee Jones Bar on the Esplanade, and Jane Monkey Crown Point, or online at idetickets.com. Sun Out Tobago, Solara, 9 years strong. Your favorite party in the East is calling. Saturday, 4th of July, Deltec compound Argyle.
My name is Carpage. I'm the head coach of St. Jago High School boys track and field team.
My name is Joseph Small. I am the head coach of the girls female program. Preparing an athlete is not just running on the track. You have the mental aspect, you have the nutrition aspect, and you have the support and the motivation. So there's a lot of factors that we have to look into, and we have to try to see how best we can deal with them as best as possible.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Thank you for staying with us. Tonight, relief is finally on the horizon for the residents of Goodwood and its surrounding communities. After facing unexpected delay, a major local infrastructure project has officially been given the green light to resume. AMPLIA Balgobin has the details.
Secretaries, area representatives, and project heads gathered at the construction site at Goodwood Field earlier today to announce a newly revised, community-driven blueprint aimed at delivering a purpose-built facility for youth and sports. Relief is officially underway for the village of Goodwood and environs, as the long-delayed Goodwood Pavilion project successfully resumed construction yesterday. Work on the key community infrastructure facility had previously been halted. The major development contract is awarded to Parks International, a Tobago-based contractor, with officials confirming that work is now progressing steadily toward a targeted completion date of September 2026. The total estimated cost to deliver the project is currently pegged at $5 million TT dollars. To ensure the final structure effectively meets the grassroots needs of local residents, crews are implementing vital upgrades to make the pavilion purpose-built and community-driven. A high-level delegation inspected the site progress earlier today to review these changes. Among those present for the walkthrough was Secretary of Youth Empowerment and Sport, Keegan Denoon, and Area Representative for Monks St. George Goodwood, Megan Morrison, alongside technical teams from EID Cut and Parks International. Officials on site confirmed that strategic variations were made to the original blueprints. These crucial design updates were engineered to better align the facility with the village sporting, youth development, and social needs. With contractors actively back on the ground, the project is officially in its final stretch. In just a matter of months, the modern pavilion will unlock its doors, standing ready as a premier hub for all community members to enjoy. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
Former Police Commissioner and National Security Minister Gary Griffith is slamming the move, calling the reliance on an SOE an outright admission of failure by the current law enforcement leadership. Griffith argues that the country already possesses the necessary manpower and modern technology to suppress crime without resorting to emergency powers, claiming instead that a lack of strategic capability is what's leaving officers exposed on the ground. Here are the details.
As the government moves to extend the current state of emergency, former Police Commissioner and National Security Minister Gary Griffith is aiming his sights directly at the top brass of law enforcement. Griffith argues that declaring a state of emergency shouldn't be the default solution to rampant crime, and doing so exposes a lack of strategic capability at the helm.
I always see that a state of emergency being used to fight crime is an indication of failure by those who head law enforcement in a country. Because law enforcement heads, especially that of the Commissioner of Police, you are given immense authority and powers. Apart from 7,500 able-bodied individuals, you have a lot of authority to be able to be involved in things such as interception, the access of technology, and you have to be very strategic how to utilize your resources in an effective and efficient manner.
The former top cop stresses that manpower and state-of-the-art technology are already available to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and supporting agencies. However, he claims that an over-reliance on old-school tactics has left officers on the ground exposed, utilizing outdated protective gear while modern strategies are ignored.
The same 7,500 police officers and also all members of the Army, Police, Customs, Immigration, Coast Guard, Fire Services, prisons, they will have all the technology, the equipment, the tools, the bulletproof vests, the body cameras, everything to lift the standard. But they don't do that. So because of old school, let's put more boots on the ground. And the more boots on the ground, we have police officers utilizing bulletproof vests that are expired several years ago.
With the current parliamentary debate focusing heavily on whether emergency regulations are yielding genuine results, Griffith warnings raise critical questions about public safety infrastructure and the long-term economic and social cost of an extended SOE. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
In a media release, the Division of Environment, Climate Resilience and Energy is cracking down on illegal timber operations across Trinidad and Tobago. The Department of Natural Resources and Forestry issued a stern reminder today. All sawmill and furniture shop operators must secure valid license and permits immediately or face crippling penalties. Under the Sawmill Act, operating an unlicensed sawmill carries a massive fine of up to $100,000 and up to 5 years in prison. Operators must pay $2,000 annual fee with license due every January and displayed prominently for public viewing. Similarly, furniture shop must obtain a $500 permit to operate. Failure to comply risk a $100,000 fine and a year behind bars. Forestry officials warn that strict enforcement is underway. Authorities will be conducting inspection to ensure accurate record keeping, legal log transportation, and strict compliance with local noise pollution regulations. Business owners are urged to regularize their operations immediately to avoid heavy daily fines and potential jail time. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update all the time, join the conversation, and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But hey, do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624 333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
I find you taking long to play the card. Come on, I'm all in time so good, but yo, what school you went by?
Diane Bishops, boy.
Bishops?
Yeah,
sure,
we know the baddest has come out of Bishops, sir.
The baddest?
But telling her, boy.
We know the baddest, boy. One night and night, and I is the baddest.
Boy, Bishops is the best, boy.
Yo, what's going on with Tola? Here, what's going on? It's only one way to settle this.
We'll be live on Youth Voice TV, where I, your host, Multibase, will be hosting the Rep Your School DJ competition, where DJs will go head-to-head in a crazy battle to secure the title. We have cash prizes of $10,000 to come out and win, and a lot of amazing prizes. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let me come out, come and showcase your skills. Come, let me do some juggling.
So guys, there are two categories for DJs that are out of school up to 35 years. And for the DJs that are currently in school, it must be up to 19 years of age. So guys, get ready. It's all about Rep Your School. It's all about the DJ competition.
Who will bring the best vibes? Who can control the crowd? And who will earn the bragging rights? You get a chance to be a part and witness the rise of the new DJ generation. So this is Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ, live on Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ competition. Rep Your School.
Welcome back. A viral social media audio recording capturing an argument between a judicial officer and a prosecutor has sparked intense public debate over the privacy and rules of virtual court hearing in Trinidad and Tobago. Legal and political minds are now calling for strict adherence to court protocols and a closer look at the infrastructure of regional facilities. Jewel Green George has more.
The 3-minute audio clip circulated on social media puts virtual court integrity back in the spotlight by exposing a heated exchange during secure proceedings. Criminal attorney Martin George notes that while electronic hearings became standard during the pandemic, rules regarding decorum, dress, and privacy remain strictly enforceable to mirror a physical courtroom.
Every attorney at law and the party appearing must be prepared and must be seated and must be attired as if it is court. So you can't come in, a sweatshirt and a hoodie or a vest or, a t-shirt that, appears rumpled or cut up or, anything of the sort. You must dress respectfully as if it's physical court you are attending.
The leak has raised serious questions about security breaches. Under Item 9 of the Chief Justice's practice directions, unauthorized recordings by attorneys, parties, or third parties are strictly prohibited, especially in-camera matters. George is now calling on the Commissioner of Police to investigate the source of the unauthorized broadcast.
There are also directions which speak about the question of the recording of proceedings, right? So at Item 9, it says, a hearing by electronic means shall not be recorded by an attorney at law or any party or any third party. And proceedings which are held in camera are not to be broadcast, recorded, or reported by any attorney at law or any party in any matter.
Meanwhile, the incident has renewed a local push to reopen physical court infrastructure. Unity of the People political leader Nkosi Phillips questions why the Roxborough Magistrates Court remains closed for physical trials years after the pandemic, forcing reliance on virtual formats. Phillips describes the building as dilapidated, citing visible roof leaks and structural cracks.
Somebody recorded an argument between the justice and the prosecutor. This is very disturbing. And now we have to look at how we do trials virtually to make sure that other persons that are not supposed to be on the trial are listening to conversations. And as a political leader to Unity of the People, I'm calling for an investigation to be launched as to who recorded this, who posted it, who sent it to this media house.
Phillips is urging Chief Justice Ronnie Budu Singh and Attorney General John Jeremy to expedite the rehabilitation of the Roxborough facility. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Jewel Green George.
2 Tobago women were sentenced to jail yesterday, Monday, 8 June, in the Scarborough Magistrate Court for the next several months for drug trafficking. Last week, Wednesday, PC De Freitas gave evidence before Senior Magistrate Alicia Chanka in the Scarborough Magistrate First Court, and sentences were handed down on Monday, 8 June 2026. Senior Magistrate Alicia Chanka sentenced Nicole John to 18 months in prison yesterday. Her co-accused, Marissa Finley, received a 7-month sentence. The Tobago Divisional Task Force arrested both women back in September 2022 during a drug bust where officers seized over 474.74 grams of cocaine during the operation. Police estimate the street value of the drugs at more than $220,583. The women faced a joint trafficking charge, as well as separate possession charges. Both changed their pleas to guilty before sentencing in the Scarborough Magistrate Court. The magistrate ordered the sentences to run concurrently and commended the main state witness, PC De Freitas, describing his evidence as consistent and unshaken throughout the proceedings. The weather report when we return.
From the reef to the road, Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates on the screen. Here we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the rabbit hole line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates, Tobago updates. Carnival 2026, we set the pace, 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 pace. Wave your flag, anywhere you're there, anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Picking lock on for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art, 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 art.
Sun Up Tobago presents Solara. Celebrating the 9th edition of your favorite party in the East, where style and good vibes meet. Get ready for the food-inclusive cooler experience you love. This July 4th, we return to the East, bringing you the perfect blend of mouth-watering food flavors, premium vibes, and unforgettable energy.
One thing more than feel understood. When girl, good girl.
Grab your cooler, hold your crew, and escape to Tobago's ultimate vibe. Join us at 4 p.m. at the Deltec compound in Argyle. Get your tickets now at Waterhole Bar and Pablo Supermarket Argyle, Barcode Scarborough, Eco Sports Dudley Park, Nijon's Bar on the Esplanade, and Jane Monkey Crown Point, or online at ironetickets.com. Sun Up Tobago, Solara, 9 years strong. Your favorite party in the East is calling. Saturday, 4th of July, Deltec compound Argyle.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At DIGICEL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather update from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight we can expect clear conditions at first to gradually give way to cloudy periods with intermittent showers after midnight. There is a medium 40% chance of a heavy shower or thunderstorm in few areas. And minimum temperatures tonight are expected to drop to 25 degrees Celsius at Piaco and to 26 degrees Celsius at Crom Point. Tomorrow, conditions will feature a few showers during the morning that will give way to sunny and at times breezy conditions by early afternoon. While the day will become more settled later on, there remains a medium 40% chance of a thunderstorm in a few areas during the early morning. Please note that gusty winds as well as street flash flooding are possible in heavy showers and thunderstorms. The heat index remains a factor, registering at 34 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 35 degrees Celsius at Crom Point. Seas are moderate, with waves reaching 2.0 to 2.5 meters in open waters. In sheltered areas, waves are below 1.0 meter. For those watching the tides in Port of Spain, high tides are at 7:09 a.m. and 8:37 p.m., with low tides at 1:13 a.m. and 1:54 p.m. In Scarborough, high tides are expected at 7:15 a.m. and 8:31 p.m., with low tides at 1:09 a.m. and 1:05 p.m. Sunrise is at 5:43 and sunset at 6:26. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great night. Let's recap the headline. Mercedes Lane beaten to death. Bloody Bay shooting and Mongrace burglary. And administrative stability for Tobago's school maxi operators.